Hey guys, welcome back to my channel.
Only been a few hours, but it feel like days. Only been days, but it feel like months. Been gone for a year, only know like once. Life move fast and you do what you want.
This video is going to be a little different. This video is going to be a sort of video essay. I love watching them and I love researching various topics, so I thought I might as well give it a try. Anyways, on to the video. Shock sites have been around for a long time, and one of the earliest was founded in 1996, about 5 years after the web was made available to the general public. This website was called rotten.com, and its slogan was "Pure Evil since 1996. The website was dedicated to distributing disturbing content to its viewers. The website contained pictures and videos of violent acts, deformities, autopsies, perverse sex acts, suicides, murders, torture, open surgeries, mutilations, horrific accidents, and so much more. The site's updates began to slow down in 2009 and had its last update in February 2012. The site later shut down in February 2018. Sites like rotten.com claim to fight for free speech on the internet, believing the internet should allow such content to be easily accessible to show the harsh realities of the world. Some viewers use these websites to give them an adrenaline rush or for sexual gratification, but most use these websites to explore their morbid curiosities. These curiosities are common, and some would even say normal to a certain extent. According to a study published in 2023, morbid curiosity, watching horror movies for example, can evoke an adrenaline rush in its viewers. In the same study, it was concluded that morbidly curious people seem to enjoy these horror movies more when there is more gore and violence. This study shows the connection between adrenaline levels and gore and violence. This correlation can explain why websites like these gained so much traction. Think of medieval gladiator fights, public beheadings, true crime, etc. Curiosity and morbid things like violence and death has been around forever, so it's really no surprise that these websites were created and had a cult-like fan base. The big problem with these sites, besides the disturbing nature of the content, was the fact that it was so easy for people to find, many of whom didn't wish to view such content. Side note, big thank you to Randy Moon for inspiring this video. They uploaded a video talking about a bunch of shock sites and their history. If you are interested in learning more about sites similar to rotten.com or other various topics, please check out their channel. Their video doing a deep dive into shock sites, as well as the link to their channel, will be linked below. Back to the video. Many viewers of this disturbing content weren't looking for it in the first place. Of course, with certain internet trends, such as someone posting saying the pictures of Princess Diana being pulled out of the car wreck were leaked, more people were deliberately searching for these things. However, regardless of these trends, many didn't go on the internet searching for these images and videos. Many viewers, notably children on their parents' computers, may have been browsing the internet to later discover the gruesome content found on these sites. This is where the ethics of these websites gets a little iffy, completely disregarding the fact that many people's final, often violent and gory moments were being uploaded and viewed on the internet, leaving their families susceptible to viewing their loved one's death on video. Many children who viewed these sites faced night terrors, and some became desensitized to death and gore, which can be very dangerous in the long run. With the disappearance of shock sites, people's morbid curiosity did not go away. With the creation of social media, especially on those that didn't heavily moderate its content, people began to post these violent and gory images and videos onto widely used sites and apps, such as Instagram and most notably Twitter, now known as X. X, formerly Twitter, has always sort of had a reputation of being unfiltered. Videos of pornographic material have always been on it, but it wasn't commonly pushed to its viewers like ads. With the popularity of OF, people began to promote their content on Twitter because of their loose moderation of the content. Twitter became an easy place to spread pornographic material. It's well known that Twitter and Instagram have age restrictions. For example, you need to be 13 or older to download Instagram, but it's also very easy to bypass this restriction. Young children can download these apps without verifying their age and make an account by simply lying about their birth year. With that being said, no matter how much a social media platform strives to be 18 and up, there will always be kids finding their way onto such platforms. Shocking content like pornography and gore will always find its way onto a child's screen on a social media app like Twitter and Instagram. In recent years, Twitter has been used to spread content of violent fights, car crashes, suicides, murders, etc., meaning this content is more accessible than ever. Instead of this content being sort of tucked away into a website that is harder to find, it has been scattered throughout social media that is used by a large portion of the general population, including impressionable children and teens. People use their videos of violence and gore to glorify it. Twitter has always had the impression of being unfiltered, and many parents don't allow their children to be on it. But many parents don't suspect that this content is also found on Instagram. Even on my feed, where I don't purposely search for this shock content, I still get videos on my feed of people glorifying horrific incidents, leaving an awful taste in my mouth. Children, most notably teens, consume this content deliberately, purposefully liking these videos and images to see more of them pop up on their feed. This accessibility of shock content leaves children and teens desensitized to gore, violence, and death because they regularly see dead bodies and blood on their phone screens and iPads. Desensitization of violence, gore, and death in children and adolescents is extremely dangerous to their development and can lead to a multitude of adverse consequences that could have been avoided. Desensitization in children and adolescents has been shown to cause less empathy and sympathy for others over time. In their minds, violence is normalized and not something to bat their eye at. With this mindset, it makes children and teens more susceptible to being violent due to their lack of empathy. According to a study, youth who view media violence on a regular basis are more likely to exhibit antisocial behavior, ranging from imitative violent behavior with toys to criminal violence, acceptance of violent behavior, increased feelings of hostility, and desensitization towards violent behavior. With the creation of the internet, frequency of school shootings in America stayed relatively constant with a subtle rise. But with the popularity of social media, these levels raised substantially, with 43.1% of these shootings being perpetuated by a student themselves. Moreover, in a less extreme scenario, 46% of schools have seen an increase in school fights in the past few years. This increase in in-school violence can easily be explained by the very popular videos on social media of students glorifying school fights. Social media has become a very popular place to upload their school fight videos, causing children and teens to feel like they should start fights to gain notoriety and recognition from these videos. Overall, shock content is nothing new and has been around since the beginning of the internet. But with the introduction of social media pushing this content onto younger and younger audiences, children and teens are facing the negative consequences of being exposed to such content. Children and teens are becoming more desensitized to this content and are showing the adverse effects. Children and teenagers are showing a lack of empathy and a heightened sense of violence. Parents should be aware of what is really being shown to their children on seemingly innocent social media apps like Instagram. While I am not a parent, I recommend monitoring your children's internet access. As a teen myself, I have seen the normalization of violence, especially school fights, on the internet. I ask you to be aware of these consequences of violence and the reality of its prevalence. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like and comment to be notified when I upload. I do plan on uploading more, so let me know if I should make more videos like this. I also encourage you to do your own research about this topic, and please feel free to correct me on anything I may have gotten wrong in the comments. I really appreciate you for watching to the end. If you made it this far, comment a pink heart to get a shout out in the next video. I love you guys so much. Stay safe. Mwah.
But it's been a few hours and it felt like days.